got one that can see.
Logic before authority.
Good to have you closer to home.
We're back at 8:30 on this Tuesday morning. It's the 11th day of September, the year 2001. And we've got a nice crowd on a beautiful early fall morning here in Manhattan. We hope the weather's pretty where you're waking up as well.
Get ready to read all these words on this page without making a mistake. Look at the letter at the end and remember the sound it makes. Get ready.
Kite.
Yes, kite. Get ready to read this word the fast way. Get ready.
Kid.
Yes, kid. Sound it out. Get ready.
Kid.
Sound it out. Get ready.
Kid.
What word?
Kid.
Yes, kid. Boys and girls, sound this word out. Get ready.
Seal.
What word?
Seal.
Yes, steel. Read these words the fast way. Get ready.
Plane.
Yes, plane. Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Let's read these words the fast way without making a mistake. Get ready.
Kite.
Yes, kite. Get ready.
Kit.
Yes, kit. Get ready.
Seal.
Yes, steel. Get ready.
Plane.
Yes, plane. Get ready.
Must.
Yes, must. Boys and girls, pick your reader up from under your seat. Open your book up to lesson.
Would you like to lower your monthly mortgage payments or use the equity in your home to consolidate your credit card or other debts? Just log on.
Number 2.
Yeah. This just in, you were looking at obviously a very disturbing live shot there. That is the World Trade Center, and we have unconfirmed reports this morning that a plane has crashed into one of the towers of the World Trade Center. The CNN Center right now is just beginning to work on this story, obviously calling our sources and trying to figure out exactly what happened, but clearly something relatively devastating happening this morning there on the south end of the island of Manhattan. That is, once again, a picture of one of the towers of the World Trade Center.
60 on page 153.
2.5 million dead. We thought you should know.
We want to tell you what we know as we know it. We just got a report in that there's been some sort of explosion at the World Trade Center in New York City. One report said, and we can't confirm any of this, that a plane may have hit one of the two towers of the World Trade Center. But again, you're seeing the live pictures here. We have no further details than that. We don't know anything about what they have concluded.
Здравствуйте, в эфире НТВ специальный выпуск новостей в студии Петр Марченко. В Нью-Йорке совершен беспрецедентный террористический акт. Все случилось буквально 40 минут назад, около 9 часов утра по местному времени. В эти минуты самолет врезался в верхние этажи одного из зданий Всемирного торгового центра. Он пробил стены в двух противоположных стенах 110-этажного здания. Раздался мощный взрыв, и верхние этажи охватило.
华盛顿的美国五角大楼也遭到了炸弹的袭击。来看报道。
There have been attacks in 2 American cities, New York and in Washington. The trade centers here in New York have been hit by airplanes. In Washington, there is a large fire at the Pentagon. The Pentagon has been evacuated. And there, as you can see, perhaps...
محتلة وتواصل توغلها في مناطق السلطة الفلسطينية. وسلسلة من الانفجارات تهز مدينتي نيويورك وواشنطن، وحالة من الذعر والارتباك تعم الولايات المتحدة الأمريكية.
There's so many of them that all point out to the date of September the 23rd for the event. So various movies, there's so many of them. And here's some of them.
On the 23rd day of the month of September, in an early year of a decade not too long before our own, the human race suddenly encountered a deadly threat to its very existence. And this terrifying enemy surfaced, as such enemies often do, in the seemingly most innocent and unlikely of places.
All right, so let's recap and take a look at what's going on here. In the beginning, there's this real creepy message about September 23rd and something coming to destroy the human race. Then, right after that, is this weird image in the sky. I want to focus on that image for a moment. If you look closely, there appears to be a female figure in this image. And I'm going to kind of outline it for you right here. If we take a look, just right in this area here, it appears to be, well, to me, a female image. So I Googled images of the constellation Virgo and found the artist's impression of Virgo that would have been around in 1986 and found this picture. Rotating the image, I found that it fit into this frame of the film. Okay, you may say that's a stretch, and I would probably agree if it weren't for the fact that the Revelation 12 prophecy, as presumed by many, will be fulfilled on September 23rd of this year. Take a look at the next creepy thing. Near the end of the intro song and dance, we see the shop owner reading a newspaper. No big deal, right? Except the headline is bizarre. It reads, "Unexpected Total Eclipse." There are no such things as an unexpected eclipse. NASA tells us exactly when and where they will occur. Even the ancient astronomers knew when to expect an eclipse. Now, if you are a student of the Bible, you know there was an eclipse during the crucifixion of our Lord Jesus, and it lasted for 3 hours. It reads, "Unexpected Total Eclipse." There are no such things as an unexpected eclipse.
Fool me once, fool me once. Shame on you, shame on you, shame on you.
This is my rifle, this is my gun. This is for fighting, this is for fun. This is my rifle, this is my gun. This is for fighting, this is for fun. This is my rifle, this is my gun. This is for fighting, this is for fun. This is my rifle, this is my gun. This is for fighting, this is for fun. This is my rifle, this is my gun. This is for fighting, this is for fun.
Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Yes, we can. Né, eu sei. Né, eu sei. Né, eu sei.
Now we'll go over the comet. Now we'll go over the comet Nishimura that was just discovered on 8/11 by Hideo Nishimura. And Hideo means excellent male child. And Nishimura means to go west. And as you can see right here, it says the comet is falling toward the sun for a close encounter on September 13th. And I'm going to go over that with you real quick. It's gigantonormous. And this picture was taken yesterday, and they're saying that they found that it has grown a 1 degree long tail. And it looks long. And it also says, and get this, since it was discovered on August 11th, the comet Nishimura has more than tripled in brightness. And it literally says a sign that is feeling the heat of the approaching sun. And the signs will be in the sun, family. And they are. And it says its green head now shines like an 8th magnitude star. And it looks green to me, and green means go. But here's what's gigantonormous. As you might guess, comets can change color as they get closer or further from the sun. Comets change color. Now, real quick, the Revelation 12 sign. Revelation 12, verse 1, we got the woman clothed with the sun. The moon's under her feet. With Yeshua and Miriam and Leah Marie and Laban and Israel and the wise men Caspar and the comet Hideo Nishimura. And they all stand for birth, family. And the crown of 12 stars is there. There's 12 Virginie stars on her head. And the 12 stars obviously represent the 12 tribes of Israel. Verse 2, and she being with child cried, travailing in birth and pain to be delivered. And the child is there, right next to the United Nations. And the United Nations represent the dragon. But I just realized it's not the dragon. And remember, 666 represents the beast, and it's right next to the asteroid Israel. So if the United Nations isn't the dragon and it's just representing the dragon, then where's the dragon? Well, first off, remember, the enemy, he's a copycat, a counterfeit. When the rapture happens and the 7-year tribulation starts after the tribulation that we're in right now, then the enemy jumps on the scene and says that he's God. The copycat, the counterfeit. So as I'm looking at this sign, while I was editing yesterday's video, it hit me. Why is there an asteroid named Child and a comet that was discovered by Hideo that means male child? So I was wondering why there's 2 children in the picture. And this looks like what we've all been waiting for, verse 3. And there appeared another wonder in heaven, and behold, a great red dragon, having 7 heads and 10 horns and 7 crowns upon his heads. And his tail drew the 3rd part of the stars of heaven and did cast them to the earth. And the dragon stood before the woman which was ready to be delivered to devour her child as soon as it was born. And when you go to English Standard Version, verse 4 says, his tail swept down 1/3 of the stars of heaven and cast them to the earth. So I went into Stellarium and I zoomed in and I started going through the days. And right there you can see the comet actually starts growing and getting bigger. And you can see the dot very clearly right in the scope. And as it goes through what they call the sickle, the backwards question mark, the head of what they call Leo, the lion, you can see the tail growing and it getting bigger. And when you get to September 13th and you start going through the hours, you can literally see this comet dodging every star, every asteroid, and it's whipping its tail around, as you can see. And when it gets to the star right here, which is the tail of the lion right there, you could see it's the star Denebola. And I'll zoom in some more so you could see how big this tail is. And remember, no one can limit God.
And I just showed you that comets change colors. So this comet can turn red, and it can be the great red dragon in Revelation 12, and it looks like it is, family. I'll show you right now. As you go through the hours, let me back it up a little bit so you can see that the tail starts swinging and it starts flying sideways, this comet, as it goes by the tail of what they call the lion, Leo. It literally swipes the star with its tail. And I'll go through the minutes and show you. And that's on September 14th. So keep your heads up and expect something big to happen on September 14th. It's right there written in the stars, family. And as you keep going, you can see it straightens back out. And I'll zoom back out for you. When you get to the 15th, and I'll zoom out, you could see it's already past the woman's crown. And remember, it's flying at like light speed. And if you look at the direct path, it's headed directly for the asteroid Child. And the dragon stood before the woman to devour the child as soon as it was born. And remember, the asteroid Child crosses the line and comes out of her womb, it looks like, on 9/15. The expected Rosh Hashanah, Feast of Trumpets, Yom Teruah date. And again, this comet is headed directly for the asteroid Child. As you go through the days, you could see it heading straight for Child. A direct line straight to Child. And here's where it gets extremely gigantinormous. Because verse 4, his tail drew the third part of the stars and did cast them to the earth, is exactly what it looks like happens right here, family. As you go through the days, you could see it busts a left, goes into the woman and out of the woman. And I'll back that up. And I'll zoom in. So you could see the blue and yellow tail. And I'll go through the hours. And you could see that this comet is dodging all the stars. And it's whipping its tail all the way around. Missing everything. Remember, it goes into the box of the woman on the 20th. Right there. And as you go through the hours, it's still whipping its tail and missing everything. Barely missed that asteroid. And remember, on the 22nd is when it goes past the line, out of the woman, and it's spinning in a circle, whipping its tail, swinging its tail. And as soon as it crosses that line,
So my response then continues to be what I believe today, which is Russia's actions are a problem. They don't pose the #1 national security threat to the United States. I continue to be much more concerned when it comes to our security with the prospect of a nuclear weapon going off in Manhattan. Continue to be much more concerned when it comes to our security with the prospect of a nuclear weapon going off in Manhattan.
2 decades after the end of the Cold War, we face a cruel irony of history. The risk of a nuclear confrontation between nations has gone down, but the risk of nuclear attack has gone up. Nuclear materials that could be sold or stolen and fashioned into a nuclear weapon exist in dozens of nations. Just the smallest amount of plutonium, about the size of an apple, could kill and injure hundreds of thousands of innocent people. Terrorist networks, such as Al-Qaeda, have tried to acquire the material for a nuclear weapon, and if they ever succeeded, they would surely use it. Were they to do so, it would be a catastrophe for the world, causing extraordinary loss of life and striking a major blow to global peace and stability. In short, it is increasingly clear that the danger of nuclear terrorism is one of the greatest threats to global security, to our collective security. Just the smallest amount of plutonium, about the size of an apple,
In a 1990 Playboy interview, Trump is quoted as saying, "I think of the future, but I refuse to paint it. Anything can happen, but I often think of nuclear war." I've always thought about the issue of nuclear war. It's a very important element in my thought process. It's the ultimate catastrophe, the biggest problem this world has. And nobody's focusing on the nuts and bolts of it. It's a little like sickness. People don't believe they're going to get sick until they do. Nobody wants to talk about it. I believe the greatest of all stupidities is people believing it will never happen, because everybody knows how destructive it will be, so nobody uses weapons. What bullshit.
Of course, as much as Trump loves rallies, he's got a new way to communicate with you, because this afternoon at 2:18 p.m. Eastern Time, Americans nationwide received an alert on their cell phones from President Trump. Why? Is there really an emergency so big that everyone in America, people in Hawaii, Florida, Maine, New Mexico, have to hear about it at the exact same time? What is that big? Is it the death asteroid? Is it Thanos? If it's Thanos, please, no spoilers. turns out the alert was the first test of a national presidential alert system that could warn Americans about a missile launched by another country or a tsunami. Look, if there's a tsunami, Trump is the last person I want to get a text from. Huge wave, very wet in terms of water. I'll be there with paper towel soon. Raindrop emoji, umbrella emoji, dancing sisters emoji, white Santa emoji. Apparently, this test has been in the works for a while. It was delayed from September 20th in order to avoid confusion during Hurricane Florence. That means that today, 2:18 p.m. on October 3rd, 2018, they thought things were just fine enough that they could test an emergency alert. So you know that gnawing sense of dread that something is terribly wrong at all times? That now passes for okay. But here's the truly frightening thing about this system. Unlike Amber and weather alerts, the presidential alert cannot be turned off. But that's not true for all phones, okay? After some backlash, Apple has released a workaround, and I'll show you how to block the presidential... I left my phone over here. Sorry, 1 second, let's go over here. I'll show you. Okay, so if you have... anybody have an iPhone here? Yeah. iPhone? Okay. If you have an iPhone, just make sure your software is up to date. Okay, open up your control settings, and then go to Control Center. You want to touch Customize Controls, and then... Obviously, I'm joking. Okay, what you want to actually do is restart your phone, and then while it's loading, hold down the home button and volume up, and then...
Rodrigo. East Rover. Para. New Para.
There is another matter, one that I'm reluctant to.
Please.
One of our submarines, an Alpha, was last reported in the area of the Grand Banks. We've not heard from her for some time.
Andre, you've lost another submarine?
Torpedo impact now, 40 seconds. 35 seconds. Seconds.
Turn it massive in 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, mark.
Torpedo impact, 25 seconds.
The turn, Captain.
Not sure.
Mark plus 8 seconds, plus 9, plus 10 seconds, plus 11, plus 12, plus 13 seconds, plus 14, plus 15 seconds. Captain, if we're out of position by so much as a boat length.
Torpedo impact now, 15 seconds.
Sound collision.
Sound collision.
Captain, we're out of the way.
You're relieved.
Borodin.
Right full rudder. Reverse starboard engine.
Right full rudder. Hold back starboard shaft.
Hold back starboard shaft.
Torpedo impact. 12 seconds. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5.
Navigator. Mark ahead. Set off in the bottle. See if it goes right.
excitable, emotional, prone to fantasy.
There's nothing wrong with me. One pill makes you larger, and one pill makes you small.
You've been gone too long, Alice. And do mind your step.
And you know you're going to fall, Alice.
What's the matter? Hatter's the matter.
Hatter's my true friend. If he's in need, I will help him. It will be a race against time. He is not someone you want as your enemy. Time is a he.
Underland. Your time is up.
We're stuck us all at 1 minute to tea time.
Tea time forever!
Hello, Alice.
I see.
Talk. Your time.
Hold on, everyone. I don't want to hold on.
Oh, Dinah. It's just a rabbit with a waistcoat and a watch.
Oh, my fearing whiskies. I'm late.
Now, this is curious. What could a rabbit possibly be late for? Please, sir!
I'm late for a very important date. No time to say hello, goodbye. I'm late.
It must be awfully important, like a party or something. Mr. Rabbit, wait!
No. I'm overdue. I'm really in a stew. No time to say goodbye. Hello, I'm late.
My, what a peculiar place to have a party. You know, Dinah, we really shouldn't be doing this. After all, we haven't been invited, and curiosity often leads to trouble. Goodbye, Dinah. Goodbye. Well, after this, I shall think nothing of falling downstairs. Goodness. What if I should fall right through the center of the earth? And come out the other side where people walk upside down? Oh, but that's silly. Nobody... Oh! Oh, Mr. Rabbit! Wait!
My fellow Americans, tonight I want to speak with you about our nation's unprecedented response to the coronavirus outbreak that started in China and is now spreading throughout the world. Today, the World Health Organization officially announced that this is a global pandemic.
Daniel 12:11. And from the time that the daily sacrifice shall be taken away, and the abomination that maketh desolate set up, there shall be 1,290 days. Blessed is he that waiteth and cometh to the 1,330 days.
These are all the individuals from last year doing their thing, running 100 meters and all that kind of stuff. And the American man here was incredibly fast. Incredibly.
It's quite close, isn't it?
Message? Oh, from Michelle. How very amusing. So we like to watch it together?
Yes.
Let's have a look.
Hey, Prince Harry. Remember when you told us to bring it at the Invictus Games?
Careful what you wish for.
Boom.
Oh, really? Please.
Boom.
أسست أساس الظلم والجور
بر برگ گل به خون شقایق نوشته آقای ترامپ این صدای ملت ایران هست بشنوید
لبیک یا خمینی
There was an accident. They want me to sign a report saying it was nothing. Never go back there.
We are placing you on indefinite leave.
I have worked here for 12 years. I have a boy and a wife. What do they expect us to do for money?
Are you going to kiss me goodbye?
Papa!
Who? What's who? If you don't know them, it's probably not for you.
Would anyone like to buy some coal?
Who will explain the material?
100 grams of plutonium are missing.
No, you would never do that.
I need someone who understands what it is I'm offering.
A little over 100 grams. You have seen this plutonium. He says it's a bad idea to look at it. He has to move. Move.
He started the fire.
We went down the wrong store.
I didn't know this. It's not made clear. Where's my money?
We have to find $6,000 in 72 hours.
What if I had a way for you to make 100 times that? I need money for my wife and child.
You don't think I have a child?
Are you aware of the radiological effects on living organisms? This is a nuclear bomb?
Just keeping you on your toes, babe. 239 pounds! Oh, I'm a blimp. Why are all the good things so tasty? Oh no! 239 pounds!
You can do it, old boy.
Yes, I can.
Okay. Diddly diddly. Why, that's a higher power than even I believe in. What is going on?
I am proud to honor the players of the Negro Leagues of Rollerball. And as we strive for the desegregation of all death sports, we cannot help but be inspired by... Heads!
Before the block is empty.
2 years, 3 months, and 9 days.
What's this? If the y-axis represents LA's human population, then this is the point where there are no more people.
What's this?
Doomsday Clock. It's an analysis of classified census data from around the colony. A little over 27 months from now, the population in the city will be reduced to 2.5%.
So what is this? What is 23? Is it God?
I'm sorry, son.
This is a story about the future. And the future can be scary.
Open this door! Open the door!
Они подозревают? Нет. Until September 22nd, midday. And if the arc isn't finished by then, you will be.
When did you come here? How long ago? 60, 65 days?
What was the date? What was the date?
September 22nd. It was September 22nd.
Is that when it's going to happen? September 22nd, midday?
High temperatures tomorrow, back into the 90s, everywhere, right on through Tuesday.
J's on my feet, so get like me. J's on my feet, J's on my feet, J's on my feet, so get like me.
The Mayans believed the end of the world would occur December 12, 2012. 20 plus 12 is?
23 reversed. Or 20 plus 1 plus 2.
We've already crashed.
We've been on Taunus all this time.
And the day we met was?
September 14th.
9/14. 14 plus 9 is?
23.
Everybody off. We've got a problem. There are 23 axioms to Euclid's geometry. The human body consists of 46 chromosomes, 23 from each parent.
Green lights on pressure, Mr. Anton.
Green lights across the board, Captain.
I know this sounds crazy, but it almost looks like lava, volcanic lava pouring onto the street.
This is Agent Dunham. I need immediate evac. 923 Church Street. There's a device on the 47th floor. Nicely done.
Good performance.
Captain's log, stardate 23.9, rounded off to the nearest decimal point. We've traveled back in time to save an ancient species from total annihilation.
923. Clearly, he's leaving us a code. Some way to reach him?
Time or date, maybe?
I tried to warn you. I gave you every opportunity to help me, but you refused.
September 23rd?
September 23rd, 1780.
In 9 hours and 23 minutes, you'll be mine.
This is the end of your world, and the beginning of mine.
Yeah, hi. I was just in the neighborhood and thought I'd drop off your soup thermos.
Thanks. What did you do to yourself?
Nothing. Nothing. I was just doing a little work outdoors. Got some sun.
I just don't get it. We replaced all hardware after Python was here. Every keyboard, mouse, cable, everything.
You replaced the chargers.
Yeah, chargers, computers, we replaced it all.
And the surge protector.
Whoa. Okay, let's go.
Did you get that tail light fixed?
To the tune of $239.
You didn't really think you could get away from us, did you?
Please enlighten me, Agent Mulder, how 9 years of college, 3 degrees, and 2 years at Quantico has left me such a simpleton.
Principal's log, September 23rd. Check, check, check. Sound check. And that is how I, Principal Collins, became the mastermind behind this glorious plan. It's the crime of the century.
You think that combination's safe in your mind, Stanford? We'll see what my new minion has to say about that. Triangulum, Entangulum, Veniforus Dominus Mentium, Veniforus Venentis Armium!
Slipped away again in Jakarta. Hours before a passenger plane vanished over the Pacific with 236 passengers.
Аэропорт Макарон.
Доктор Майлз.
Твою мать, док, почему так долго? Господи Иисусе.
Прости, не видел твое сообщение.
Earth is channel 23, I think.
Come on! Look! What is that? What is that?
Jeez. Look! What is that? What is that? Ah, jeez.
You people are all doing a wonderful job. That's far enough, folks.
Yeah, he's my husband. Was my husband.
All right, go in.
Okay,
Maybe there's a God above.
spot in for bank robbery.
What are we looking at here, Mr. Manley? This is no meteor. This is something much more serious.
When it all falls down, I'll be your fire when the lights go out. When there's no one else around, we'll be two souls in a ghost town.
Nuclear devices have detonated in the following cities: New York, Paris, London, and Los Angeles.
When it all falls down, I'll be your fire when the lights go out. When there's no one else around, we'll be two souls in a ghost town.
Go ahead. Tell yourself it's just a number.
Amos 5. Seek him that maketh the 7 stars and Orion, and turneth the shadow of death into the morning, and maketh day dark with night, that calleth for the waters of the sea, and poureth them out upon the face of the earth. The Lord is his name. Amos 9. And it shall come to pass in that day, saith the Lord God, that I will cause the sun to go down at noon, and I will darken the earth in the clear day. Exodus 10. And the Lord said unto Moses, Stretch out thine hand toward heaven, that there may be darkness over the land of Egypt, even darkness which may be felt. And Moses stretched forth his hand towards heaven, and there was a thick darkness in all the land of Egypt 3 days. Ezekiel 34. As a shepherd seeketh out his flock in the day that he is among his sheep, that are all scattered, So will I seek over my sheep, and will deliver them out of all places where they have been scattered in the cloudy and dark day. Psalm 91. Nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noontime. Isaiah 58. And if thou draw out thy soul to the hunger, and satisfy the afflicted soul, then shall thy light rise in obscurity, and thy darkness be as the noonday. Joel 2. Blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh. For it is nigh at hand, a day of darkness and gloominess, a day of clouds and thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains. A great people and a strong, there hath not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Joel 2. The earth shall quake before them, the heavens shall tremble, the sun and the moon shall be dark, and the stars shall withdraw their shining. Joel 2. And I will show wonders in the heaven and in the earth, blood and fire and pillars of smoke. The sun shall be turned into darkness, and the moon into blood, before the great and terrible day of the Lord come. Job 3. Let that day be darkness. Let not God regard it from above, neither let the light shine upon it. Let darkness and the shadow of death stain it. Let a cloud dwell upon it. Let the darkness of the day terrify it. As for that night, let darkness seize upon it. Let it not be joined unto the days of the year. Let it not come into the number of the months. Lo, let that night be solitary. Let not joyful voices come therein. Let them curse it that curse the day, who are ready to raise up their mournings. Let the stars of the twilight thereof be dark at sea, the dawning of the days. Amos 5. Woe unto you that desire the day of the Lord. To what end is it for you? The day of the Lord is darkness and not light. Shall not the day of the Lord be darkness and not light? Even very dark, and no brightness in it. But ye have borne the tabernacle of your Moloch, and Chion, your images, the star of your God, which ye made yourselves. Isaiah 5. Therefore is the anger of the Lord kindled against his people, and he hath stretched forth his hand against them, and has smitten them, and the hills did tremble, and their carcasses were torn in the midst of the streets. For all this his anger is not turned away, but his hand is stretched out still. And he will lift up an ensign to the nations from far, and will hiss unto them from the end of the earth. And behold, they shall come with speed swiftly. None shall be weary nor stumble among them. None shall slumber nor sleep, neither shall the girdle of their loins be loosened, nor the latchet of their shoes be broken. Whose arrows are sharp, and all their bows bent. Their horses' hooves shall be counted like flint, and their wheels like a whirlwind. Their roaring shall be like a lion. They shall roar like young lions. Yea, they shall roar, and lay hold of the prey, and shall carry it away safe, and none shall deliver it. And in that day they shall roar against them like the roaring of the sea. And if one look unto the land, behold, darkness and sorrow, and the light is darkened in the heavens thereof.
I've got one that can see.
Logic Before Authority.